So I think with any garage build, it doesn't matter what you do. Your most expensive parts are going to be your cabinets and your toolboxes. We all know that. So I'm going to take these out, but this is no longer a garage build on a budget. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Today, this is actually day 4. Really, it's more like, you know, day 16, but this is episode 4 of the garage build on a budget, the garage makeover build on a budget. And today I'm here to tell you we blew our budget. We straight up blew our budget. But I wanted to give you a couple of quick updates. We haven't checked base with you guys in a little while. Not a lot of stuff's changed, but if you notice, we moved the cobalt cabinets down here on the end. And the reason for that is because I want to dedicate one of these cabinets to our welding cabinet. So we are going to install another 220 outlet right back here on the wall. And if you notice, we do have our 110s added on the wall. In our previous episode, we talked about doing the same thing that we did over there on that side, on this side. We finally got that done. I also got my lights installed. So we got our 4 lights on the top here installed. I think I'm gonna install 2 more in the back just for consistency because it is a little bit more dim back here. But when the garage door is open, those really are kind of pointless. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna put those on a switch yet or not, but we'll find out here really soon. We did get the wind air system, the air filter system installed right here. This is where the magnets were on our previous episode. It actually worked out pretty good, but I have to say, it was a booger bear getting that installed up there by ourselves. I was up there struggling, holding this up. Shelby was up there on a ladder, and of course Bobby was standing by with a drill to drill it in. It's a good thing we lined out everything on those studs well, because if we didn't, that would have been a nightmare. It would have came down on top of us. Yeah, don't recommend doing that yourself. We'll talk more about that in a future episode when we talk about a review and how we're actually utilizing the wind air filter system here in the garage. Now, we did go ahead and move in our griddle here in the garage. You know, it's coming up winter. I got my beanie on. If you want a beanie too, you can definitely check out our website at BubbasGarageTv. So I got my beanie on, I got my heated jacket on, which we're gonna do an updated review on this as well. We brought this in the garage. We got to get it cleaned up and ready to go for the winter. And well, as you can tell, we still have a lot of stuff down in here we have to clean up. All of these cabinets are still going over to Corey's garage, but unfortunately we weren't able to drop them off and set them up because that garage has got a bunch of stuff in it from the renovations and things that they've done over there. So that's coming really, really soon. So let me show you where and how, and you probably already saw this in some of the footage, in how we actually blew our budget. We really did, and I feel like in a future episode we're going to talk a little bit more about this. I mentioned it in the last episode, and that's really, I think you can do a better job with this. We just kind of went a little, yeah, let me just show you. So you remember I got the 62-inch 15-drawer Husky tool cabinet there. I ended up buying one more, and that is right here. Exact same thing. It matches perfectly. These are very expensive. Do you really need these, or can you go cheaper? We talked about that in a previous episode. We're going to run a comparison on this. Now, when I bought this, it was about 20 years ago, and it was like, what was it, babe? It was like $150. We did price quote these exact same style cabinets, same cubic, the whole 9 yards. Today's price range is about $400 to $500. So the real comparison will be between $500 and just shy of $1,000 per toolbox. So that's really what the comparison is going to be in a future episode right here on Bubba's Garage. But we also broke down and bought the 30-inch Husky Locker as well. So honestly, all of this kind of blew our budget way out of the water, way out of the water. So I think with any garage build, it doesn't matter what you do. Your most expensive parts are gonna be your cabinets and your toolboxes. We all know that. So I'm gonna take these out, but this is no longer a garage build on a budget. Now, all the wiring and everything, so you can see I got the extra line drop here, and then of course we have one in the center there, and now we have that one over there. And you remember I said we're gonna put another 220 here. If you remember the previous episode, or if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, we actually had two 220s right here. We decided to change that up a little bit because we wanted this cabinet to be our electronics. So we ended up pulling this 220 out, putting a 110 here, and we got another 110 up there. So all the wiring is done, but one of the other parts of this particular project is while we were doing the electrical was the attic. You know, what they do is a lot of times with these houses, they just run that electrical all over your attic ceiling and stuff like that. They have no care about the decking and if you want to store stuff up there. So this allowed us a great opportunity to clean up our electrical over here. So these line drops are daisy chained. There's nothing running across the attic on both sides. So now I can deck the attic ceiling and actually store things up there like your holiday decorations. But more importantly, we will be putting up a bunch of Jeep storage parts up there because we have those like all over the place here. So this is kind of a quick update about where we're at. Now the electrical that we did for the lights is we ran to one light, jumped over to the second light, and then the lights are actually connected underneath between the two light fixtures going that way. So we didn't actually have to do new fixtures, or what do you call it, the new electrical boxes in the attic, because we're chaining them across each other. So I may install 2 more. This is just a quick update. I think for the most part the big stuff is actually done. It's really more organization, more cleaning and things like that. So I'm hoping to jump into some of those review videos coming up really soon between the cheap toolbox, the more expensive toolbox. We're gonna do the DeWalt heated jacket review. We're gonna do the Win Air review, and then we're gonna do some storage reviews here really soon. So I'm headed out here to my local hardware store, both Home Depot and Lowe's. I'm gonna be doing some checking for storage container options and things like that. Get this all tidied up, and we'll come to you with an updated review. We'll go through the cabinets, and we'll talk about how we set this thing up for storage. Yeah. So guys, again, this is just a quick update. I know I didn't get you guys a last video, so I greatly apologize for that. With Thanksgiving and everything else, it kind of got delayed. And again, a lot of this is really not a lot to show. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the progress that we made here. And if you've seen our previous episodes right here on Bubba's Garage, it's definitely laid out a little different. It feels like it's a lot bigger now without the cabinets hanging up on the ceiling. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you have any questions about some of the things that we've done here, definitely leave that down. I'll definitely get to some of those. Might be a little delayed with the holidays, but I'll definitely get to it. Guys, if you like this video, do me a favor, give us a huge thumbs up. And if you really like this video and you want to stick around and find out what happens next right here on Bubba's Garage, please subscribe. Until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.